New audit of Oregon's troubled Measure 110 was released today by Oregon health officials, revealing the program's successes and failures so far. Before we dive into what the audit specifically says, KEZI 9 News reporter Jennifer Singh is joining us live in the studio this afternoon to break down the history of Measure 110 and why it was created in the first place. Jennifer.
Well, Oregon has continually ranked high nationally in rates of substance use disorders and low in access to treatment. Back in 2019, before Measure 110 took effect, fentanyl use across the state skyrocketed, and expanding effective treatment centers became a crucial need in Oregon. To try and address this, Oregon voters approved Measure 110 in November 2020. The measure's goals were to decriminalize drug possession and provide more than $100 million in annual grant funding to expand access to recovery services and treatment for people with substance use disorders. In February 2021, the Oversight and Accountability Council, OAC, was created to make the decisions for grant funds and to work closely with the Oregon Health Authority. And Measure 110 went into effect. Since then, behavioral health networks were established to offer services required under Measure 110 across 36 Oregon counties, and hundreds of millions of dollars have been granted to those networks. But gaps remain. In a state audit released today by the Secretary of State, substance use disorder service providers say they still lack capacity to meet current demands, and they still have inadequate funding and staffing to carry out the goals of Measure 110. And this also comes in the wake of a continual rapid growth of fentanyl use in overdose deaths and in homeless populations. Over the past few months, there has been a growing list of Oregon counties looking to make changes to Measure 110, including Lane County, while leaders in other counties like Lynn, Coos, and Douglas want to repeal Measure 110 altogether. Lane County said in a previous legislative meeting that with so many delays in the process of Measure 110, it often feels like a standstill.
Whether the legislature can actually get it done in 24 is a question that I have. I've got a feeling they will do something, but I wouldn't be surprised for us to be sitting here again talking about the 25 session priorities and still you're going to get a report back that, well, there's still work that needs to be done. And here's what's on the table now. So I think.
And coming up on KEZI 9 News at 5, I talked to some of the clinics that received funding through Measure 110, and I'll show you what they say they've been able to accomplish with the help so far. Reporting in the studio, Jennifer Singh, KEZI 9 News.